know we are live. We are live now. Good evening. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You can go ahead and let others know on the group that we are live. Yeah, good evening. If you can hear me, let me know. Please let the others on the group know that we are live, and we can join in now. For this section, we will be having one. We may not be spending up to 1 hour, so that we can have our Q&A section. So everyone should join in ASAP. Come in, come in, come in. This is not a section you would want to miss. Welcome, 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 welcome. So join in as soon as you can. I hope you're here with your pen, you're with your paper, you're with your book, you're with your jotter, and you're ready to learn, you're ready to unlearn, and you're ready to relearn. Yes, I can see you, Madam Zainab. I can see you here. Yeah, Tina, you're here. Welcome. Please let the others know on the group that we are live, and we'll not be wasting much time because we have to extend the time till now. We ought to have ended this section by now because the normal time is supposed to be 8 to 9, so that we can use 30 minutes to answer questions. But now we are very, very late. So without much time, wasting of much time, we're going to go deep into the business of today. And we're looking at the business model canvas, understanding your business, in the simplest way possible. A lot of us, a lot of people are busy, but they are not in business. There's one thing for you to be busy, there's another thing for you to really be in business. And when you're in business, you're really doing the activities that will drive in sales. A lot of you, a lot of people on this group are more of manufacturers, producers, right? You have the best product, you have the business idea, but you are not making sales. And when you're not making sales, you are not in business, because business, of course, is to impact, to offer solution to problems, and to make money. So if you're not making money, you're not hitting your business target, you're not making sales, you don't have any business doing business. Business is not for the fun of it. Business is not for your family members. It's not for your friends. It's not for people on your street. It's not for your neighbors. If you're not impacting people beyond your location, people beyond your location do not understand what you're selling, do not understand the problem you're solving, then you are not doing business the right way. So the business model canvas is like a skeletal part of your business that shows, is a skeletal structure that shows everything about your business. So as a business owner, you should be able to understand what your business is about. The first thing on the business structure, I think I shared the template on the group, and I expected that everyone must have opened it so that you are clear on what we are doing, right? So the first thing on the business block, the canvas, model canvas, is the value proposition. I expect us to be more than this on this call. Please, if you're here, let the others know that we are live. We are taking attendance very, very seriously. And if At the end of every live section, you're not able to meet at least 85% of attendance, you'll be removed from the group. We are not here to joke, we're not here to play, we are here for serious, business. So if you're not here, you're here for the fun of it, my dear, you don't have any business being here. All right. So the first thing on the business on the block is value proposition. What is the value? What is the message of your business? What is your business about? What value are you offering? What solution are you giving? So at the end of this section, you will be able to draw your own business model canvas. Explain clearly what your business is about. What solution are you providing? I run 3 businesses. If you're just meeting me for the first time, yeah, Madam Yusi, you're here. Madam Uche, yeah, welcome. I am Ruth Sobechuku, and I'm the CEO of Somachibas Company Limited, and the founder of Dominance Beyond Borders Digital Hub Limited, and also the CEO of Somachi Machines, right? So I'm going to be using the Somachi Machines as an example, so that you understand your how to draw your own business model canvas. Welcome, 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 Madam Nkiru, you're here. Welcome. So the value proposition for Somachi Machines is affordability. The vision is to help as many fashion designers, bag makers, shoe makers to own at least one industrial machine. It is a dream of a lot of producers, a lot of manufacturers, bag manufacturers, tailors, shoemakers to have. Yes, I can see you, Tina, you're here. The goal of a lot of designers in this part of the world is to have at least one industrial machine that will aid their efficiency, that will aid their work. Let's not deceive ourselves. When you are using manual machine, yes, you can start with what you can afford, what you have, but you can't compare when you are using industrial machine to when you're using manual machine. There's a big difference. So the Somachi machines is bridging that gap, for customers to ensure that, for brands to ensure that they have these tools that will help them, produce better quality. And the value proposition we're offering is affordability. How to help you get this industrial machine without having to break the bank. And you don't even need to stress yourself, go to the market, carrying it. The machines are heavy. So we help you ensure that we deliver it, at least if not to your doorstep, to a place that is very close. So we save you that stress, we'll save you the time, we'll save you the cost. So the difference between we and the regular market is that the value we are offering at Somachi Machines is affordability. We tell you this is what you're getting. You're getting the machine at an incredible price, an almost unbelievable price. And we are giving you other things, other free gifts. So our value proposition is number one, affordability, efficiency, that you are able to sit in your house, order for a machine online, and it will be delivered to you stress free, very, very affordable, very easy. We are ensuring that we want to make things easy. So as a business owner, what value, what will make you different from every other person? I am not the first person who is selling machines. Selling of industrial machines is not a new business. There are people who are doing it. So what makes me different from other people? Why should you buy from me? Now, another thing that makes me different from every other person is what we are doing here. I don't just sell machine to you. I help you to teach you how to sell the things you are producing. So beyond delivering it, making sure that you get it at a very affordable price. If the market is selling 600,000, we are selling 500,000. 100,000 naira difference. It is affordable. It's easy. Our customer, I'm still going to explain all of the other things. But the value proposition is number one, affordability. That's my first value proposition. Number two, you're getting the machine. I'm adding you to a community where I will hold your hands to ensure that the products you are making with that machine, you are able to sell them. No other machine vendor will do it. If they are asked, show them to me. So now that is what I used to make mouth. Nobody will do it like me. I don't only sell machine, I sell how you can be able to sell what you're producing with that machine. It's one thing to have a tool. It's another thing to sell the product of that tool. How are you able to sell what you have produced? A lot of people do not know how to sell, and I know that is my superpower. And that is what I sold to you. As many of you who are here, I sold it to you that I can teach you how to sell better, how to make more sales, how to hit your sales target. So you're going to write it down. If you don't understand what your value is, you're not, let me tell you that the fact that you're a bag maker, you're not a regular bag maker. You need to understand your value. You need to understand your skill. You need to understand what you're bringing to the market. Whatever you're producing, you need to let yourself, you need to tell yourself that whatever I'm doing, nobody does it better than me. Nobody does it like me. We may all be bag makers, but how I produce my own, how I finish my bag is different from how you finish your bag. What I add to my bags or what I add to my products is different from, we may go to the same vendor, we buy the same material, but how I will cut my style, how I will do my shape, how I will combine my colors will be different from what you're doing. So that will be your superpower. You need to understand what you are doing better than every other person. That is your value proposition. And that is what you will sell. You need to be able to explain. People should be able to understand what separates you from the crowd. What separates Somachi machines from every other vendor online is that we sell at the very affordable prices. We deliver it for you for free. And we are also teaching you, we are adding you to a group where we are teaching you how to sell. Nobody does that. That is our value proposition. The next thing on the block is customer segments. Who are your customers? You can't be selling to everybody. A lot of people, when they come to my DM, they say, I want to buy post bed, I want to buy this. And I say, okay, what kind of bags do you make? They say, I make all kinds of bags. You need to have a focus. At Somachi Bags, we make all kinds of bags, but we have a focus. Our focus are for corporate individuals, corporate organizations. I know they do bag one. I don't produce bags one because that is a waste of time. I sell in bulk. I don't sell one. My target audience are corporate organizations. We produce school bags. We produce laptop bags. I don't have that time to start waiting for one customer to order and then I'll sell 5,000, 15,000, 20,000. No. I reach out to corporate organizations that will buy 500 pieces, 800 pieces, 1,000 pieces. I work with volume. My customers are not my neighbor. My customers are not the people that will order for one. I don't produce bags for one. And that's why I don't bother myself saying my competitors, so that they will not copy my style. My competitor, I don't have competitors because whatever I'm doing, others are not doing it. When you understand your value, you understand who your customers are. Everybody is not your customer. If you want to focus on branding, making branded bags, you want to make branded bags, you want to make laptop bags, there are people who organize conferences, there are people who organize events, there are events in every city, every day of the week, there's one city that is having an event. It's either a corporate event, an Owambe, a party, or something. They are doing something and they need a gift. You can come up with a design, a bag that you can propose to them that they can use this bag as a souvenir. If I show you my template for Somachi bag, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. And that's why I don't have any. I don't look at when people are saying, I don't want to collaborate. You will just kill yourself for nothing. If you understand your segment, your customers, you don't need to be stressing yourself to be everywhere. I hope you can still hear me. If you can hear me, let me know in the comment section that you can hear me. And if I'm making sense, if what I'm saying is making sense, let me know in the comment section. Please let others know that we are live. Okay? We are taking attendance and we are taking it very, very seriously. This is the first of a new month. At the end of this, you should be able to, let me know your sales target for this month. You should have a target every week, every month. You should have a target. You don't do business like every other person. Who are your customers? If you're producing handbags, your customers should be boutiques. You don't have any business waiting for one auntie in one bank that will buy and tell you, I want it this shape, I want it this size, I want it. They will stress you and they will buy only one. And before they will come to buy another one, is in the next 6 months. What kind of rubbish is that? So you wait for the auntie until she wants to buy another color. No, no. You need to reach out to boutiques. You need to reach out to models. You need to reach out to organizations that run modeling modeling business. You need to reach out to wholesalers. You need to reach out to distributors. You need to reach out to supermarkets. Why will you sit down and be waiting for one person that will send you DM? Go, go outside. Go to the bedroom. You don't need to be waiting for somebody that will come and tell you, I want it in green. I want it size this thing. I want no. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You're waiting until one person will come to your DM. Please, do you have this in black? How much last? And you tell them 15,000. You'll be waiting for the person, they'll make payment. And then she will go. And you wait again for another person to come, order for one. For how long would you be doing that? Is that how you become a billionaire? Is that how you become a millionaire? Is that how you hit your target? And you see people showing their wins, and you're saying, how God, when? There's nothing like God when. You need to think. You need to understand who your customers are. You say you're making school bags for children. Children, are they the ones that will pay you for the bag? Children are not your customers. They can't buy from you. They can't pay for what you're selling. They cannot. They are not your customers. They are your end users. People who will pay for what you're doing are your customers and their parents. And not just anyhow parents. You look for parents who have more than 2 children, 3 children, that you can sell to them in bulk. Start thinking of volume. Start thinking of numbers. You need to understand your numbers. You need to reach out to NGOs. This month, we are talking about Mother's Day. Do you have a sales target for Mother's Day? Do you have bags you want to sell to mothers? Do you have bags you want to sell to churches that they can share to women? Do you have bags you want to sell to mosques that they will share to women? Do you have a combination for organizations that want to touch the lives of women? Do you have projects for widows? These are your customers. You need to understand who your target market. You don't say you are selling to everybody. If you're selling mother care bag, go to hospitals. What is it? Go to hospitals. I remember in 2020 when there was lockdown, a lot of business owners were closed. So matching bags did not close. In fact, that year we did the most production. We produced bags for cops, bags that mortuary people use. I don't know if you have heard of that one. Mortuary bags they use for mortuary. We produce it. We produce bags for dispatch riders. You need to think out of the box. You want to produce a laptop bags, you're waiting until when schools will resume before you sell. You forget that food, those into food business can also be your customers. People who are into drinks are also your customers. They can buy insulated bags that they will use to deliver their drinks and it will be cold. They want to deliver food, the food will still be hot. You don't know those people are your customers. You're making this lunch bag and you're waiting for when school will open so that you after school closes, you're not selling school bag, you're not selling lunch bag. You're into the business of school. See, this batch, I am becoming angrier by the day when I see people doing things. They have the best ideas, they have brilliant products, and they are not, they don't understand how to sell, how to talk about what they are doing. You want to explain what you're doing and you're explaining it, and we make bespoke bag. Bespoke how? Which English is that one? Which English is that one? Now, by the time you've understood your customers, you're targeting only those people. The next thing is channels. What channels are you using to sell? A lot of people say, I'm not the social media type. I don't like to show my face. My family members, I don't want them to say for personal reason. You will just be broke. You just be running in circles because those people they don't send you. They can't pay your bills. If you can't show up for your business, my dear, you will go into extinction. This thing now is not village people that is doing it. Village people is not doing you. Nobody knows you. You are the person who is holding yourself because you are first your business influencer. If you can't talk about your business, show your face. All of you here now, if I ask you why did you buy from me? Because I'm always in your faces. I am selling machine. Maybe I'm supposed to be only posting pictures of machine, posting picture of bag. But I am showing you my face. Every single time I post on my status, I am this. I will let you know my name, who I am, what I do, my capacity. Some people say wetin happen, and you are showing off. Yes, so I am showing off because nobody can do it like me. If it is easy, go and do it. If it is easy, go and do it. What channels are you using to make sales? Now you have understood your value proposition, you've understood your customers. The next thing is, what are the channels you are using to attract them? For me, I am everywhere. I am everywhere. Few days ago, I think it was on Monday, I started posting on TikTok for the machines. We have been on TikTok for a long time, but I have not been consistent. But somebody reached out to me and said she saw somebody mentioned somatic machine, and she said she saw me on Facebook. She saw me on another platform. I just say, this one I'm not. No, I started posting on TikTok. More than 5 people have reached out since on Monday from TikTok. I'm on Facebook. You go to different groups, you will see my posts here because bag makers are almost on everywhere. I am posting on Telegram story. I'm posting on Instagram story. I'm posting on Facebook. I'm posting on TikTok. I'm posting on WhatsApp. I'm in different WhatsApp groups. You need to understand the channels. When you have understood your customers, where are your customers? What channels can you reach them? What channels can you reach them? For me, I am running an 100% online business. So I am channeling all my attention on marketing online. All the different platforms, I am there. The next thing is customer relationship. How do you relate with your customers? How do you relate with your customers? How do you communicate with them? When they come to ask you how much, a lot of you who came to me, you knew how we started discussing. Even those who had complaints, you can attest to the fact that my response to you made me likable. Apart from the fact that you came in through referrals, when you came and spoke with me one on one, there's no how you will not like me. There's no how you will not even begin to love me. Because how will people buy from you when they don't like you? They need to like what you're doing. They need to like you. They need to like your product. So whatever I promised you, I over delivered. I over delivered. So if I told you I was going to give you one of these things, I made sure I gave you three. And with that, you just fell in love with me. That is customer relationship. How do you make your customers to come back? I know a lot of you did not believe when I said we're going to give you access to a 40 days dominance. You just came and said, let us see what she wants to do. And your mind will be blown by the end of 40 days. Your mind will be blown away. Because who even does what I am doing? Who does that? Show me now. That is customer relationship. You need to think, how do you get these people to buy from you? And not just buy once and go. Because as all of you dey here now, if you have bought from me once, there's every tendency that you will buy again more than 5 times before the end of this year. It show me that. I hope I'm still audible. I hope you're still here. If you're still here, drop the fire emoji. The next thing is revenue stream. Revenue stream. Revenue stream is what other channels can you make money from your business? What other channels? What other channels can you make money? Can your business generate revenue? For Somachi bags, we have several revenues. We produce bags for corporate individuals, laptop bags, school bags for NGOs, souvenirs for event conferences, wedding, burial, churches, Now, those are our customer segments. Now, the revenue stream, apart from making bags, we teach. Okay, we teach. Now, apart from teaching, that's another revenue of making money. I have books. I'm an author of 8 best-selling books. My first book is titled My Truckload of Mistakes in Business. All the mistakes I have done over the years, I wrote them in that book. And that book has sold over 300 copies. I have it in hard copy, I have it in soft copy. Last year, I launched my eighth book, Dominance Beyond Borders. For everything I'm teaching you, during this visibility challenge, is what I have written in that book. How do you sell beyond your location? How do you sell beyond your location? We deliver machine to Ghana, we deliver to Benin, we deliver to Abuja. My bags, we deliver to US, outside the country. Visibility challenge, we have people from different parts of the world. I have one-on-one mentorship. But this year, I said I'm not doing one-on-one mentorship again because I don't have time again. People can no longer pay for the last year. The last mentorship I had with somebody in Canada was $500, but it was not even enough for my time. So the highest I can do is this one we are doing together here. So what revenue, what streams, what other ways can your business generate income? Now, this is a new month. This is a new month. You're going to, I'm going to share links to the video of how you can set financial goals for your business. I'm going to share that link so that you're going to watch it, and set your sales target for this month and work with it. Now, what are your key resources? What are the key resources? Key resources is how you get those goods. Where do you source your materials from? Where do you source your products from? How do you get yours? If you're a service-based business, how do you disseminate your information, your service? How do you sell it? So my key resources are importers workshop. For somatic machines, my key resources are my warehouse, fashion houses, those who I will supply to in bulk, those who run academy, those who also want to collaborate, affiliates that want to sell and make money, distributors, wholesalers. They are my key resources. Now, the next thing is key activities. What are the activities you as the business owner that you're supposed to be doing that will be making sales? The marketing activities you need to be doing. A lot of last year we did, for somatic bags, we did over 5,000 bags, and how we were able to hit that. For more than 5 years now, I've not sewn. I don't sew bags myself. I collaborate with those who sew. I collaborate with others who sew. When I get the deals, my activity for my business is to go and get the deals. I send proposals. I send invoices. I send emails, I send DMs, I make sales calls to organizations that I want to work with. Now, all the people we are producing bags for this year 2026, we have sent them proposals last year. For Sumachi bags, we have our financial calendar starting from October. We know the organizations we want to work with. We know the organizations. Gym bags, eh, you need to be crazy. You need to have something that is propelling you. What is your drive? For me, I don't suffer. I don't suffer well for this life. I've understood what it means to be broke. I understand what it is to not be able to afford the basic things of life. I have understood what it means not to be able to do what I wanted. I know what I carry in my inside. I know who I am. I know I'm sent. My gift is too big. It's too big to be for just people on my streets. My gift is for the world. I'm a city placed on a hill. So if you don't have something that is pushing you, you'll just be waiting. You'll just be um managing. Stop managing. Every day, somebody should ask you how much. You should make at least one sale every day. Every week, you should hit at least half of the number of what last month, our sales target for last month for somatic machines was 30 machines, but we sold 25. That was even too small. That was too small. Somatic bags, the target was 1,000 bags, and we worked with just two clients, two organizations gave us that 1,000 bags. What is your sales target for this month? How much do you want to make for this month? You have to divide it by week, by days. Your key activities is not to go to Munchi to go and buy material. Your key activity is not to be cutting. Your key activity is not to be on the machine sewing. Your key activity is to be in front of your customers. Your key activity is writing emails, sending out to people, sending samples, going to shopping malls, going to boutiques, going to hospitals, going to where your customers are. That is your key activity. When you get the deal, work with people who know how to sew. Let them do the production. Pay them well. Pay them well. For each laptop bag you make for me, the people who are sewing, they are not the ones cutting. When we buy materials, we have people who cut. There are people who cut in the market. I give them my measurements. I give them the sample of what I want to cut. They cut it. We bring it back home. We have people who is joining this part. If you're joining the zipper, panel, and the gusset, 500 naira. If you're making the complete bag, 2,000 naira. If you're able to make, if you're able to make 50 bags or 20 bags, you get your money. For these Sonachi machines, I have people I am working with. I have a procurement team. I work with engineers. We go to the warehouse. they sort the machines. We make sure that the machines we are getting, they are in good condition. I bring it to the workshop. The engineer I'm working with, we service it. Each machine they service is 15,000 naira. The company pay. We have the distribution team. When I tell you I am delivering to you, you think it's cheap. We are investing money in these things because we need to satisfy our customers. I have a gift. If our people, our customers will produce bags for. I work with the PAs. I work with the HR team. You need to be able to enter these people. I enter you, you wait there, I enter you because I gave you gifts. I gave you gifts. I gave you gifts. You need to understand your key activities. You don't have any business sewing. You need to work with people, collaborate with people, who collaborate with others who are willing to do the job. And that means when you are giving your price, you need to charge. You need to charge. Pay people that will cut. Pay people that will join the parts. Let them make sure they do a good job. While you go and get more customers, by that, you are busy. You are busy hitting your sales target. You don't have any time being idle. Why should your business not be getting that weekly income? Some of you say, we are God will do it. God will do it if you do your own. Yes, God has what He's going to, but you have the bulk of the work to do. You have the bulk of the work to do. Who are your key partners? The next one is key partners. Who are your key partners? Key partners are those who you can work with to ensure that you hit your target. For me, for my online program, the Dominance Beyond Borders, I have a team I work with. I have a team of graphic designers, video editors, people who will run ads, web designers. These are teams. These are my key partners. I can't do it alone. Running 3 businesses successfully, you think is this thing? I work with people. I collaborate with people. For the Somachi machines, I work with people, the delivery companies. They are my key partners. My key partners, my Chinese Chinese suppliers. I work with importers. You need to understand who your key partners are. You need to understand who your key partners are. The next thing is your cost structure. Your cost structure. How much materials did you buy? How many bags are you able to produce? You buy a material of 5,005, and at the end of the day, every other thing you added to that um to make that bag, the cost of everything is the materials, everything is about 8,000 or 15,000 if you're doing fashion bag. 15,000 for all the materials you bought, and out of that 15,000, you can be able to make 4 out of that material, depending on the size of what you're producing. You can sell that, and then you now calculate your time, the logistics. those who were involved in producing it. You add everything up, and maybe it's coming up to 25,000 or 30,000 for the 4. Now divide it by 4. You will not be able to give your cost for 1. I pay myself. For this dominance visibility challenge. The cost for 40 days is 50,000 naira. That's less than 1,500 daily. It's not even enough for my data. I know we can't quantify the knowledge, the amount of knowledge, but the time I am spending, you can't pay 50,000 is not enough for 1 hour. If you're gonna go on a one-on-one call with me for 1 hour, it's 70,000 naira. That's what I charge for you to consult with me. If you're gonna invite me for a program to speak for 45 minutes, what I charge is 250,000 naira, and you're gonna pay for my logistics. So you need to be able to name your price. You know they fear, say they will say, this thing is too cost. It's because you're not selling a good product. If you're selling a good product, you're giving out a very valuable service. People will pay you. When I started the Dominance Visibility Challenge, it was not Dominance Visibility Challenge. The name was Sales Hackers. Then we moved to Go Smashers. Funny names like that. What I was charging for Visibility Challenge was 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. I was even begging people. But when I realized who I was, the value I was bringing, what I was teaching, what people were getting results. The minute I understood what I was doing, my dear, from 5,000, we moved to 25,000. From 25,000, it is now 50,000. You dey whine me? If you are not giving value, people will not pay you. I know you juju attract you to come and buy machine online that you did not see, you did not come to pick. You did not even know where I am, who I was, if I would scam you or not. It is value. It is value. So if you're not selling value, the bags that we produce for the organizations we create, this year we gave them new quotation, and they did not even argue. They did not argue because they know the value. If you're not buying from Somachi bags, my dear, you are wrong. I will let you know. I will tell you to your face. If you have not made a bag for you, you are wrong. My bags are not bags that you will use and it will tear, it will be cut. Rain cannot meet you and water will enter your bag. And they make mouth. You need to understand who you are. You need to understand the value you're bringing to the market. You say you don't want to show your face on social media. You don't want to do video. You want to do AI. Continue. If I was doing AI video that was carrying machine, would you have bought from me? I was doing AI that is telling you how to sell beyond others. Would you have registered for Dominance Visibility Challenge? If I was showing AI that is showing back, will people buy from me? You need to wake up. You need to stop thinking small. You need to stop doing things that will not drive sales. Never. By the time you are going up and down because you want to do everything, you are tired. You are busy, but not productive. Nobody can talk about your business better than you. Nobody. Even if you hire social media manager. The social media manager, just go to ChatGPT, download it, and post. It's not going to connect to your audience. Your audience will not understand the message because Your ad manager, your social media manager was not there when the vision was dropped into your mind. When God was giving you the vision, the idea to run this business, He did not call a family meeting. When I was telling my husband that for this machine machines, I want to be helping people to deliver their machines for, he said, how will you go and be delivering machines to people? Let them come and pick it. Well, let us send it to them. They will. I said, no. Let me know the idea within my head. I know that it is not easy for these people to bring this money to buy this machine. I need to help them to make life easy. The stress is already too much. They don't need to suffer before they get this thing. Husband say, are you running a charity business? Yeah, I said, don't worry. Don't worry. Na person wey wear shoe know where they pain am. I am the person that got the vision, not you. My own is support me. So if you're there, say you cannot do this. You need to have the days you are doing videos. You need to show up. I've shared the templates. You have assignments. You have assignments to do. You have a lot of work to do. You're going to sit down and write it in your pen and paper. Write it. Write and dissect your business model canvas for your company. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to pursue you to submit it. If you submit it, we're going to look at it together and help you structure it well. If you don't submit it, that is your business. But as many of you who are not always, attending classes, not doing your assignment, I will have to remove you because this is a 40-day journey. After this session, go and think with yourself. Is this what you want to do? Do you really want to be here? It is not by force. If you know inside of your mind that you really want to be here, you need to get up because we have a lot of work to do. At the end of this program, at the end of 40 days, if you have been doing 500,000 in a month or 20,000, 50,000, the goal you should increase your goal. You should increase your goal to at least 2 million, 5 million in a month, 10 million. If you're doing it, you don't get 10 heads. No, you don't get 10 heads. You need to stretch yourself, your capacity. Somebody was asking me if we have there's a machine for wig. At the time, I didn't know there was a machine for wig. I just started this business. We are just a month plus. I didn't know there was a machine for wig. But immediately the person asked me, do you have machines for wig? I said, yes. So how many do you want? He said, how much? I said, wait, when I get to the warehouse tomorrow, I will check how many is still in stock. Because we did a lot of delivery yesterday, which was not a lie. But I needed to understand what he was saying. I did not say no. I did not act like a novice. You need to act like somebody who has authority. I went to ChatGPT. I said, come, what is a machine for wig? How does it look like? I now sent it to the warehouse manager, the Chinese person. He said, yes. And when I went to the warehouse the next day, I was checking. I started learning the different types, the different functions. You can't appear like a novice. You can't appear like uh, uh, you are a borrowed person. You need to show up. Show up like an authority. Show up like you know what you're doing. Show up like you mean business. So we're going to go to the WhatsApp group so you can drop your questions and then I will answer that in the next 30 minutes. And you would go ahead with your assignment. So if you got value, let me know in the comment section you got value. Was this worth your time? Remember, we're going to start our activities. Um, the activities you'll be doing, we'll be giving you prompts, what to do each day. And our major focus channels for this visibility challenge is the LinkedIn app. Everybody is familiar with Facebook, Instagram, but we want to do the unusual things. You begin to know me very soon. I do unusual things that nobody is willing to do. That's what I do. And that's what gives me the most results. So we are going to the LinkedIn platform to attract the corporate organizations because we want to do big numbers. Where these big people who do big numbers are, they are corporate brands, they are companies, they are on LinkedIn. They are on LinkedIn. And then we're also going to be doing more on TikTok. So you need to be ready for all the activities. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. You know, there are things you know, but you've not been paying attention to. We'll start paying attention to them. My sincere prayer is that God will give you the strength. God will give you the enablement, to be up and doing, and God will breathe upon your business, your ideas. If you have never sold online before, God will give you the ideas. As you're working on your business model canvas, ideas that will expand you, that will expand your business, God will release it upon you. I'm praying for you. You will not break down. During and after this program, you will not break down. God will give you the strength to be able to carry the capacity that you desire. You stretch your mind because there are a lot of things to do. There are a lot of possibilities. You can hit millions in this month of March. Start thinking, what can you do for mothers, Women's Day? What can you do this month? What offer can you give them? Start thinking. So let's meet on the WhatsApp. I want you to do something for me. Go on the WhatsApp group, drop, what you really learned from this section, a review of how this section helped you, and it's going to mean a lot to me. Thank you for joining, and God bless you. Let's see you on the WhatsApp group. Bye.